Hi again everybody. Going to go through a nice gentle session this evening, round about 40-45 minutes. Nice gentle stretches, a little bit of mindfulness at the end. So whenever you're ready, if you'd like to join me, come down to seated on the mat. So as soon as you're comfortable, eyes open, eyes closed, whichever's best for you. And just start by taking a couple of deep breaths in and out. And in and out. And let your breath return to its natural rhythm. And take your awareness up to the crown of your head. And then slowly scan down through your body. Building up a picture in your mind of how your body's feeling today. Noticing the sensations in the different parts of your body. And then bring your awareness into the activities in your mind. Be aware of the thoughts and the feelings that are in your mind this evening. Accept those thoughts for whatever they are and wherever they've come from. And then let them go. New thoughts come into your mind, just let them go. And let the day go. And then turn your focus back to your breathing. And start to follow the breath as it rises and falls. And finally, just take a moment to set your intention for this evening's practice. And to remind yourself of your motivation for taking part in this practice today. So if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. And bring your hands to the mat at the side of your hips. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down to shoulder height. Just turn your palms up and down. And turn them up and down. Bring your arms forward and turn your palms up and down. And last time, turn them up and back down. And raise your hands up. Take an inhale here. And exhale, lower down. Bring your left hand over onto your right knee. Right hand either to the side of you or behind your back. And twist to look back over your right shoulder. And relax to come forward. Take your right hand onto the left knee, left hand behind the back, and twist to look back over your left shoulder. And relax to come forward. Take your right hand down on the mat at the side of your hip. Take your left hand palm up. Inhale, raise your arm up. And exhale, reach over. Inhale, come up. And exhale, lower down. Take the right hand palm up. Inhale. And exhale as you reach over. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower down. And then come up onto your hands and your knees. Have your hands underneath your shoulders, and your knees just a little bit further back than your hips. I'm going to take the weight back towards the heels. Don't go all the way back. We don't want to put too much pressure on the hips, but just nice and gentle. And then nice and gentle come forward. Just take your weight slightly in front of your hands. And back. And forward. And come back in. Just bring your knees together. And sink your belly down. Raise your chin up. And keeping this version of cow pose, even though you've got your knees together, I'm just going to gently ease the hips over to the left. And back to the centre. And over to the right. And back to the centre. And then push down into the ground with your hands. Arch your back and bring your chin in. And then again, lean the hips over to the left. And back to the centre. And over to the right. And back to the centre. Let your back come down. Take the knees back out to hip width. And keeping the weight over your hands, just let your chest sink down into your shoulders. And then push up and extend the shoulder joints. And let your chest sink down. And and extend upwards again. And just let your back come down to a nice neutral position. And walk your hands in towards your knees. And come, so if you're on your mat facing the long side of your mat, I'm going to take the left foot out and point the toes down. Sometimes it can cause you to get a bit of cramp in the bottom of your foot when you're pointing that foot. If it does, just turn it in a little bit, there's no problem with that. I'm going to take your left hand down onto your thigh. Turn your right hand palm up and reach up and reach over. You can support yourself on your thigh. Take your hand down towards your shin if you can. And raise your hand up and lower it back down to your hip. Bring your left foot in and take your right foot out. Right hand onto your thigh, left hand palm up, and raise the left hand up and reach over. And reach up with the left hand and bring it down to the side of your thigh. Bring your right knee in. Just take the knees so they're about hip width apart. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And then exhale, lower them down to shoulder height. Bend at the elbows, palms facing forward. And pull back across your chest. And just take a very, very gentle back bend. And then reach up. Inhale. And exhale, lower your arms down. And then whenever you're ready, if you bring yourself up to standing, with your feet slightly wider than hip width, shoulder width-ish apart, just turn the toes out slightly. And we'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, lower down. And slightly bend the knees. You can bring the hands onto your thighs if you need to, just to support yourself. And inhale, come up. And exhale, lower down, bending the knees. Just once more, inhale. And exhale, lower down. And bring your hands either onto your thighs or just below your knees. And straighten your legs. Straighten your back and look forward. And then allow your knees to bend. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. And then come out to a wider stance. however wide is comfortable for you to be at this time. So if you turn your left foot out, bend your left knee, I'm going to bring the chest and the shoulders round and raise your hands up, come into warrior one. And straighten your left leg. We're going to hinge forward from the hips here, so you can take your hands down onto your thigh and just see how comfortable it is for you to go. And take an inhale and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. And bend your left knee again. I'm going to take your right hand backwards and down onto your thigh and turn your left hand so it's facing backwards. And just gently reach back, supporting yourself with that right hand on your thigh. Quite a big stretch in the abdomen this, so be really gentle. And then lower your left hand down. Turn the palm down. Raise your right hand up. So you come into warrior two, looking out over your left hand. And lower your left hand down. Just place it on your knee. Bring the right hand up. And reach over. And lower your right hand back down. Straighten your left leg. And turn your toes in. You'll turn the right foot out now. Bend your right knee. Turn your chest and your shoulders so they're facing straight down your mat. And raise the hands up to warrior one. And then straighten the right leg, just as we did over on the other side. Now take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands down first so you can support yourself on the thigh or on the shin. Just turning your body slightly to the left. Inhale, bring your body up. And allow your right knee to bend again. And taking the left hand down onto the thigh, right hand to face backwards. Gently reach back in reverse warrior. And lower your right hand down. Turn the palm to face down. Raise the left up. So we're coming to Warrior 2. Looking out over the right hand. And then lower your right hand down to the knee. Bring the left hand up. If you can, reach over. Lower the left hand back down. Push up and straighten the right leg. Bring the toes to point forward. And your toe and heel your feet in. And come back down to seated on the mat. And bring your feet together. If you can, just gently pull them in. You don't have to get them right into your groin. And take your hands either to the ends of the toes or the ankles, even the shins. And bring your chest forward. But relax your shoulders down. And then keeping the right leg where it is. Take the left leg out to the side, wherever it's however wide it's comfortable or relatively not uncomfortable for you. You're going to take the hands down to the ground in front of you and gently ease your body forward. And raise back up. Take the left hand onto either your thigh or your knee or your shin. Take the right hand palm up and reach up. And if you can, gently stretch over. And then lower your right hand down. Bring your left leg in. Take the right foot out. And hands to the ground in front of you. And gently ease your body forward. And raise your body back up. Take the right hand down onto the thigh or the shin. The left hand palm up. And reach up. And if you can, reach over. And lower the left hand down. Bring your right foot in again, soles of the feet together. And raise your chest up. Relax your shoulders down. Circle your shoulders forward, bringing your chest forward, relaxing the rib cage and the shoulders. And bring your feet in. Bring your arms up in front of you so they're about chest height, and bring the palms together. And rotate round to the left. And back to the centre. And round to the right. And back to the centre. Inhale, raise your arms up. And then exhale, lower down, bringing the hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers. And gently push your shoulders back, bringing your chest forward if you can. Raise the hands away from the bottom of the back and squeeze your shoulder blades in together. And then let your hands come down to the bottom of the back. Relax your shoulders forward and release the grip on your hands. And then if you want to lay down on your side or get into a more comfortable position sitting on a chair or whatever, just take a moment or two. Like I say, I can't see you, so if you just let me know when you're in a comfortable position, and we'll start with the mindfulness. Okay. So let's start by taking your awareness down to the tips of your toes. And at the tips of your toes, imagine that there's a feeling of deep relaxation and softness. And allow that feeling to spread down through the toes, into the balls of the feet. And then let it spread through the arches of the feet and the insteps. Let it spread into the heels, into the Achilles tendons, and into the ankle joints. Now visualize that feeling of deep relaxation and softness starting to spread up the lower leg. So filling up the calf muscles, spreading up the shin, the muscles at the front of the lower leg. If it helps with this visualization, imagine it as if it's a bottle or a vase filling up with that feeling of relaxation. And imagine that any time that feeling of relaxation comes into contact with any tightness or tension, that it's just dissolved away. And let that feeling of relaxation spread up through the calf muscles towards the knees. And then spread into the knee joints. Now Now imagine that feeling of relaxation spreading up from the knees into the muscles in the thighs and the hamstrings. Starting to fill the muscles up with that feeling of relaxation and softness. Anytime it meets any tightness or tension or stress, that's just dissolved away. Continue to imagine the legs filling up with that feeling of relaxation. Spreading up towards the hip joints. Spreading up towards the muscles in the buttocks. And now allow that feeling of relaxation to spread through the muscles in the buttocks, through the hips, through the pelvis. Spreading up towards the waist. And then visualize that feeling of deep relaxation and softness starting to spread into the muscles in the lower back. Into the muscles around the sides of the body and the stomach. And spreading up through your upper body. Moving up through the rib cage. Spreading up the spine. Spreading up the sides of the body. All the way up to the armpits. And spreading into the chest. And the muscles across the top of the back. Now let that feeling of deep relaxation and softness spread into your shoulders. Dissolving away any tension that you're holding in the shoulders or the trapezius muscles. And then allow it to start to spread down the arms, filling up the bicep muscles and the triceps at the back of the arms. Let it spread through the elbow joints and then start to fill up the muscles in the forearms. Take that feeling of relaxation now and allow it to spread through your wrists, into the hands, to the base of the thumbs and the base of the fingers. And then let that feeling of relaxation fill up the thumbs and fill up all the fingers. Now visualize that feeling of relaxation spreading up from the collarbones and the shoulders into the neck and into the throat. And then spreading into the muscles in the jaw. and starting to spread into the muscles in the face. Again, dissolving away any tension, any tightness that you're holding in the muscles around your mouth or in your cheeks. Let it dissolve away any tension around the eyes, the temples and forehead. And eventually let that feeling of relaxation spread all the way up to the crown of the head. Now with the body relaxed, with all the tension dissolved away, turn your awareness back to your breathing. Start to pay attention to the inhale and exhale. And just focus on one breath at a time. Being fully present for the inhale, fully present for the exhale. And then move on to the next breath. Fully present for the inhale and fully present for the exhale. Move on to the next breath. Just focusing on one breath at a time. Nothing more than that. So if you find that your mind's wandered off, it doesn't matter, because you can just come back to the next breath. And if it wanders again, you can just come back to the next breath. Because all we're doing is focusing on one breath at a time. Nothing more than that. And then release your focus from your breath. And bring your awareness into the physical sensations in your body. Notice the feelings in the muscles and joints. Notice where you can feel your body in contact with the ground. Notice where you can feel your body moving as the air comes in and goes out. And so let's gently start to bring some movement into your body now. So move your hands and feet, your knees and hips. Your chest and back. your arms and your shoulders. And your head and neck. And when you're ready, if you turn on to your right side if you've been laid down, and in your own time bring yourself back up to seated. We'll just take another moment or two here, enjoying that feeling of relaxation in your body, with tension dissolved away, enjoying that sense of stillness in your mind. And take a deep breath in and out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste.